So very good morning everyone. How are you guys doing? Just a minute. Audio and visuals are clear. All right. So very good morning. Okay. So let's start the session. So before starting, let me give you a small motivational dose. So the line here is: success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and in day out. How you are going to achieve success? Is it not? Is it a overnight thing? For example, tomorrow is your exam. Today you are going to study everything, and tomorrow you are going to succeed. This might happen, but probability is minute. But for a sure shot success, what is the key mantra? Let's say your exam is in December. For at least 1 year you are preparing for this exam. You are reading reasoning, right? You are practicing questions, you are practicing English, and you are memorizing general studies, general awareness for the past 1 year. And you every morning you wake up, you start with this daily current affair class, you make the short notes, wrap up. Then you take the other subject once, you watch the video, you make the short notes, you practice. And this thing for the next subject, you do the same thing. Alright. And for the whole day, you are practicing, reading, revising, memorizing, and you sleep at night. You wake up again, you repeat the things again. I know it is a very boring thing. You have to do it on a daily basis, the same thing you have to do on a regular basis. But this will ultimately culminate into a good result, your name in the PDF, and that we all want. So those who are watching this video, I want your name in that PDF, the final selection, right? But for that you have to grind. Every day you have to grind. You have to do the same thing. And see, if you see in a length of time, it is not very big time. It is a small chunk only. 1 year. 1 year is what? You have you have wasted it in your college only. Right? Everyone, those who have done engineering, we have wasted 4 years. So 1 year, a good grind for the entire 1 year would be the next comfortable 30 to 35 years. Also beyond that, all right, if you are going to get pension and all that, so it is also beyond that only. Just 1 year of regular hard work. Okay. So everyone, those watching this thing, you have to do that boring thing every day. Then only it is, see, it is not like this that you just take a book just before the day of exam, and or let's say 2 months before the exam, and you just scroll it and you would be clearing this exam. No. The basic for any kind of success in this world, be it a business, be it a job, be it anything, you have to do. Though, and see, remember, those person who do that very boring thing for the longest time, those are the most successful one. Okay. So you have to do that thing on a regular basis. You have to wake up in the morning, you have to see the daily current affairs, you have to make short notes, you have to do self study 2 to 3 hours. Then only you are going to be a banker. All right, chalo. So let's start. So before starting, let me give you a very sad news. So today, the great Ratan Tata, he has passed away. He was 86 years of age. All right, so he was the chairman of the Tata and Sons group. The entire Tata group was this man. He was a truly legend. Okay, he was such a great visionary. He has not just built a company. The Tata, the name is related with trust. People trust on their product, be it the vehicles, the Tata vehicles, be it the Tata products like Tata Salt, right? So we see that those Tata products as a symbol of trust, and to win that trust, it took him more than 100 years. Okay, so he was truly a great person, very simple person. You must have all seen his photos in a simple plain shirt and pant. He and the wealth he has. He was one of the richest. If we take the entire group, he is one of the richest person in this planet. But you haven't seen him boasting about that Ratan Tata is the top most richest person. No, he was respected by the people. Okay, so we all remember him, and may his soul rest in peace. And we should learn from this person how he managed to build an empire for the welfare of the nation. Okay, we don't say those words for any other company, but for Tata we relate it with the nation's development. Okay, so this was the reason I was not going to cover in a news format, so that I told you like a proper conversation. Okay, chalo, let's start the session. So today is National Postal Day. Yesterday it was World Postal Day. All right, today is national. So we have seen that this box, the letter box, right, the post office, clear. So it celebrates the Indian Post Department's 150 years of services. All right, so you should remember about the brief history when this postal thing, the post offices were started. So it was started by Lord Dalhousie, okay, in 1854. Clear? So the first of post office was inaugurated in 1854 by Lord Dalhousie. During that time, India was under a British rule, and it was pre 1857. So those of you who know about the revolt of 1857, it was also known as the first war of independence. Okay, and this changed the entire dynamics of the British rule in India. Previously, they were a bit accommodative, but after 1857, they become very harsh. All right. And today it is managed by Ministry of Communications. Presently we have 9 postal zones. Remember these things, okay? These can be added how many postal zones are in India. So 9 postal zones we have, 23 postal circles and 1 army post office. And how we get to know about this? We have this postal code, 6-digit postal code. All right. So it was first implemented in 1972. Good morning, Nishi. Right. So these are some important facts about the National Post Day. So what are the key facts? Dalhousie, 1854. Okay. 9 postal zones, right? And 6-digit pin code. Why I'm telling you 6-digit pin code? Will they going to ask you in the exam? Might be, but interview they have already asked this question. In one of the interview, the interviewer asked the student that what is your postal code? Okay, yeah, how many digits are there in the postal code? The student was not aware of that. Whenever you see address, at the end of the address there is a 6-digit number written, and that is the postal code, or sometimes it is known as zip code also, right? So just remember this thing. What is your postal code? Tell me in your comment section. Do you remember your post code? Tell me in the comment section what is your postal code, if you know. Next we have highlights of Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman visit to Uzbekistan. So our finance minister has visited Uzbekistan, and recently she basically attended the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank Board of Governors in Samarkand, Uzbekistan. Samarkand is basically a place in Uzbekistan. All right, and this AIIB, a very important, Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. So for this, the meeting of this particular event, she visited Uzbekistan. Okay, so remember this thing. And this was the 9th AIIB Board of Governor meeting that took place, and the theme of this meeting was building resilient infrastructure for all. All right. Okay, Altaf 673572, Nishi 827009. Good. And the rest one, don't you know about your postcode? So here the important news is about Asian Infrastructure Bank. This is a very important bank. All right, it was founded in 2016. The headquarters is in Beijing. All right, and presently it has having 109 members, including founding members like China, India, and Russia. India is the founding member of Asian Infrastructure Bank. Remember this thing. And what is the purpose? By name it is clear, Asian Infrastructure Investment. So to finance infrastructure project and sustainable economic development in Asia. The entire purpose is to give money for developing good infrastructure in these member countries. All right. So what are the key sectors they give money for? Energy, transportation, water, etc. All right. And the initial corpus of this bank is $100 billion. So these are some static facts about this thing. All right. So remember this thing, sir, the address gets revealed knowing. No, not the exact. See, it is for the entire area. Okay, the postal code is not for your house. It is for the entire region, the entire area which you live in. And in a particular area, there would be more than 2,000 people, 2,000 homes, 5,000 homes. Okay. All right. Next one is India UAE Investment Pact, reducing arbitration time and expanding protection. Right. So what is why we go to arbitration? Let's say I live in India. I have to export something to UAE. Let's say I'm exporting rice. Okay, so I have a container. Have you seen the ship containers? Those are huge. So let's say I have given 100 container of basmati rice to UAE. Okay, so I am doing this export import thing. But what happens? The person who I am sending my rice to, he's not going to pay me the money. He said that if and but that's your rice is not good, I haven't asked for this rice. Let's say for any other reason, he or she, whatever the person is, they decided we are not going to pay this thing. So this entire case will go to either some court or let's say some to arbitration. And whenever a court comes to a judicial office, it takes time, and this is loss making for both the parties, right? So India and UAE Investment Pact has said that we have to reduce the arbitration time and expand the protection. All right. So this arbitration period, as per this treaty reduces the arbitration period for foreign investor from 5 years to 3 years. It means within 3 years you would be free. So again 3 years is a big time. All right. So I am trying to seek international arbitration if disputes remain unresolved by India's judicial system. So they have said that if within 3 years the decision is not been taken, then we can go to the arbitration, international arbitration. For example, let me briefly tell you. Let me tell you in a very simple way. Let's say if you have some case, if you have some dispute with someone, and your case go to a district court. Okay, so then the case will run in the district court, and district court will ultimately give a decision. And if you are not satisfied with decision, you will appeal to High Court. Then again the case will run in High Court, and High Court will give a final decision. And if you are not satisfied with it, you will appeal to Supreme Court. So the case will keeps going on. Well, similarly, they have said that within 3 years, Indian judicial system does not give a judgment, then those aggrieved party can go to the international arbitration. They can go to International Court of Justice, right? Like this. So what is the 3 years is the time limit given. Now the investment scope. So this BIT expand. BIT is what? Bilateral Investment Treaty. Okay. So expand investment protection to include portfolio investments also, such as shares and bonds, offering broader coverage compared to the previous agreement. Now the equities, the share market, the bonds, all these things are also protected under this. So remember this thing. Now investor state dispute settlement, ISDS. So ISDS mechanism provides an independent forum. Remember, independent forum for dispute resolution. Okay, enhancing investor confidence by ensuring a stable and predictable investment environment. So there would be this particular investor state dispute settlement. right? So this forum would be used as a basically to resolve all these kind of disputes. So if there is a proper forum for making or resolving these kind of disputes, if I am an investor, I would be happy to know that yes, if there is some problem, I can go to this place, right? So this ISDS would do the same. It will boost investor confidence. And see, UAE, the people are rich, okay, they want to invest in India, right? So if you have seen that, uh, those people from the Arabs, okay, they have lot of good amount of wealth, they have rich oils things. Now what they want is they're investing in Indian companies, because India, we all know that, is a center of startups. So you must have seen that most of the Indian startups, they have some Arab investor, all right. So one or two of my friends only, they are doing this EV thing, electric vehicle charging station thing, and they are supported by one of the UAE firms, right? So they want to come to India, but they want a proper mechanism here, so that their money don't go wasted, all right. So India UAE investment pact is all about this. So how they can ask you a question? Recently India has signed in a bilateral investment treaty pact with which country, or let's say with which nation they have signed a agreement to reduce arbitration time. So the answer is UAE. Is it clear everyone? Yes, no in the comment section. So what is the purpose of this treaty? Treaty aims to foster stronger economic ties between India and UAE. All right. Now the next one is democracy in action. Haryana and Jammu and Kashmir voters gave their mandate. So recently, say I already told you that the year 2024 was the year of election. Okay, so this is not told by United Nations. This is told by Yash sir. Okay, that 2024 was the year of election. Why? Because see, in May we have this Lok Sabha election, right? And which the NDA government came back to power again, retained their power. Now we have the state assembly elections also. So right now we have the state assembly election in Jammu Kashmir and Haryana. All right. So in Haryana, the BJP government again came back to the power. In Jammu and Kashmir, the National Conference, right, along with Congress, they are forming the government there. So after revoking the Article 370, Jammu Kashmir became the union territory. All right, but now they have given the provision of for conducting the first election after revoking the Article 370, in which the National Conference have gained the majority. All right, so remember this thing. So the Election Commission announced the result on 8th October in Jammu and Kashmir. Indian National Congress and National Conference Alliance, they have together won the majority. All right, in Haryana the BJP secured the victory. And see, you, if you want to remember, you can remember it. Okay, they are not going to ask you which party won the election. Just remember, the elected government in both regions will serve for the next 5 years. So those who have won will going to serve for the next 5 years if there is a term and condition, if they don't lose the majority in between. Because we all know that there is the recent horse trading going on. People are buying the legislator of other parties, and they quit their party and join the other party. So if this kind of situation is not happening, then they will run for 5 years, and then again the election will take place. Otherwise, in between, if someone shift from one party to another, right, so it can be a different situation, right? So who conducts all those election thing? Election Commission of India, right? So remember, and it is a constitutional body. Remember this thing. Tell me which article is related with Election Commission of India. If you know, kindly mention in the comment section. Next we have the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission completes a transformative 3-year journey towards a enabling digital health, right? So we know that Ayushman Bharat scheme was launched, right? So it has helped in a greater way, okay, and the digital transformation which it has brought along with itself has been a game changer. So on 27 September, the Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, ABDM, and this is the part of the Ayushman Bharat scheme only. It has completed 3 years. All right. So what is the purpose? For healthcare accessibility to all, efficient health practices, transparency through digital infrastructure. Okay. So what are the key achievements? You should know that there over 67 crore Abha card. Okay, Abha ID is what? Ayushman Bharat Health Account. So if you have this Abha ID with you, you can avail some treatment in all the government or the private hospitals. So this have been created to provide citizen with secure access to their health records. So whatever their diagnosis is, whatever their medical reports is, they can access through this Abha ID. More than 42 crore health record have been linked to Abha Seamless. So just remember, Abha card is a part under Ayushman Bharat. What is the purpose? To collect the data, health data of all the person who have this Abha ID. Alright, so these are some key achievements. So, so in recognition of this impact, how much impactful this scheme was, Naga Hospital Authority, which is in Kohima is the capital of Nagaland. So Naga Hospital Authority was named the best performing hospital in Kohima under Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. This is the name of this entire scheme. Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Abhiyan. Okay. And one thing you should know that, have you heard that 5 lakh cover, health insurance cover was under this Ayushman Bharat scheme. Alright. Now just remember this thing. People who are 70 or 70 plus of age, irrespective of their income, they can avail this Ayushman Bharat health insurance also. So all those persons who are already in the central government services, they have the CGHS, right, health insurance scheme. So they have the option, either they can go with that only or they can switch to Ayushman Bharat. But those, if you have your grandfathers or grandparents with you, if they are 70 or 70 plus years, you can avail the benefits. It is irrespective of the salary. It is irrespective of your income. Alright, it is for everyone. So you can take a good care of themselves. So 5 lakh cover is given under this. Now under this Ayushman Bharat, a very important National Health Authority was formed. Okay. So this is the most important authority under Ayushman Bharat. So it is the apex body responsible for implementing the government flagship scheme, that is the Ayushman Bharat Yojana. So this is the nodal agency. This is going to implement everything for Ayushman Bharat. Okay. It succeeded the National Health Agency. Initially it was known as National Health Agency. Now it has been changed to National Health Authority. Okay. Remember this thing. You should remember the name of the CEO. The CEO of National Health Authority is LS Changsan and the headquarters is in New Delhi. So these are some key facts about Ayushman Bharat Jan Arogya Abhiyan. So under this we have this National Health Authority. Is it clear, everyone? Try to write na, yes or no. Yes sir, it is clear, it is not clear. Wake up guys, wake up. Only one student is writing yes sir. What about others? Sir, I'm just lying on my bed. I'm watching through my mobile. I'll make the short notes later. Chalo, whatever you want. So next news was Union Minister Dr. Jiten Singh announces establishment of 4 thematic hubs and technical groups for NQM, that is the National Quantum Mission. So if you have know that this fact that the year 2025 has been designated by United Nations General Assembly as the year of quantum science. All right. So we have this National Quantum Mission also, right? So 4 thematic hubs for and technical groups for NQM has been established. All right. So just remember this thing. The key point you should remember: 4 T hubs with 14 technical groups and 17 project teams across 17 states and 2 union territories. All right. So you don't have to remember the number, right? Just remember there is this National Quantum Mission under which 4 technical thematic hubs are going to start. All right. So more than 152 researchers from 43 institutes will going to participate in this thing. All right. And one thing you should know that they have launched this Bharat Gen, the world first government funded multimodal large language learning model. What is this LLMs? Have you used ChatGPT? Have you used this Google's Gemini? Whenever you put some text, it gives some answer. So what is that thing? It is based on this large language learning model, LLM. Okay, LLM, large language learning model. So they have this started this Bharat Gen. Okay, so this is focusing on generative AI for public service delivery in Indian languages. So this Bharat Gen is basically would be like a same chat GPT thing. You can ask him, ask this Bharat Gen about regarding the public service, whatever the services they are providing. You can ask him. You can type those things on this Bharat Gen and it will give the answer. So remember this thing. So Bharat Gen is what? It is a large language learning model, right? And it is a generative AI. Generative AI. It means it generates something when you give a command. All right. Okay, Nitin, great. So National Quantum Mission, you should remember this thing. What are the important aspects of National Quantum Mission? So the purpose is by 2023 it was started. The budget is 6,000 crore. All right. And what is the goal? Advanced quantum computing, communication and sensing. Okay. So the focus is to develop quantum computers. See, quantum computers, they generally do see in the normal computer they have this 0 and 1 as their language, right? 0 and 1, the entire computer operates in those things. But here we have this qubits. Qubits is a term which is used in this quantum computer. All right. So the processing speed, is very much faster than the normal computer. Okay. So we have this thematic hubs developed under this National Quantum Mission. It will be established for research and development across India. All right. So for 10 years, for 8 years, this mission has been started. But see, we just give the number that for 8 years, but it will go beyond that also. All right. So this is about National Quantum Mission, and you should remember about Bharat Gen. Clear? It is under this National Computing Mission also. National Quantum Computing Mission. Clear, everyone? Chalo. Next, we have Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw attends the 40th RPF Raising Day Parade at Nasik. So RPF is what? Railway Protection Force. Okay. So he attended this particular event, right? And location was Nasik. All right. The zonal training center of RPF is there in Nasik, and the chief guest was the Union Minister of Railways, Mr. Ashwini Vaishnaw. Okay. So just remember the event. Okay. You don't have to go much in deeper. Just remember the event. It can be asked. Probability is less, but just know this thing. So what is RPF Raising Day? You should remember. So this is the date of observance for RPF is celebrated annually on 20th September. The significance is it commemorates the day of Railway Protection Force was granted the status of Armed Forces of the Union. Remember this thing, RPF is Armed Forces of India. Alright, so the status was given for this day, RPF Raising Day. We raised the status of RPF to the Armed Forces of India. Alright, so remember this thing. And RPF was established by RPF Act 1957. Clear? And have you traveled in a train, and you must have seen those policemen in the train? Those are from the RPF only, and those are for your security. Clear? So remember this thing. You don't have to remember the entire thing. Just remember the date. What was the purpose of this day? To grant the status of armed forces to the RPF, and it was created by RPF Act 1957. All right. So this is the fact you should remember. Next is ADB approves 162 million US dollar loan for sustainable tourism development in Himachal Pradesh. I believe we have already covered this news 1 or 2 back. Do you guys remember this thing? ADB has approved this much loan. for Himachal Pradesh. So what is the project focus? Aim to enhance district level tourism management and develop tourist sites in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, so remember this thing. I believe in that news we don't know the exact points, what were the important points, since it was just a statement given that ADB is going to invest this much in Himachal Pradesh tourism, but now the details are already given. Okay, so district level tourism management and tourist sites would be developed. Okay, so they will promote heritage centers, restore historic castles, beautify public spaces. All right, and there would be convention center in Mandi, Hamirpur, Kullu and Kangra. These are the very beautiful places of Himachal Pradesh. So those of you who are from Himachal Pradesh, or if you want to travel, it is a very beautiful place. You should go and visit sometime. All right, and if in winters you should do that, because you can see some snowfall there. Okay, so these are certain things to remember. So just remember, ADB plus Himachal Pradesh equals to sustainable tourism, right? Amount you can mention $162 million. All right, so remember this thing. This is the short note for this entire news. Now the static fact you should remember about Asian Development Bank. It was established in 1966. Headquarters is in Manila, Philippines. There are 68 members. All right. Again, the purpose of any bank is what? The economic growth and social development. So yesterday I asked some student that, do you know the difference between growth and development? Do you guys know what is the difference between growth, economic growth and economic development? Yes or no in the comment section. What is the difference between economic growth and economic development? So yesterday in this marathon session, I asked the student. So most of them didn't know about this thing. Do you guys know what is the difference between growth and development? All right, I believe you know. So I should not be telling you if you know that. Okay, so let's move on. Are you sure you know? Okay, Akash said yes, sir. Nishi, yes. Okay, great. Excuse me. So it means yes, yes, yes. I believe you have attended that class. Growth is only economic, but development in all perspective. Yes. So basically, growth will basically talks about your GDP, your national income. Okay, about the monetary stuff. But development encompasses the social development also, whether the health infrastructure is or not, whether the agricultural development is not. So welfare of women and child. So it is a more broader horizon. It has a as compared to growth. Next we have so it will provide loans, technical assistance and XYZ for the development only. Okay, and the focus area is infrastructure, education, health, agriculture. So they see they talked about infrastructure, they talk about education, they talk about health, agriculture and even environmental sustainability. All right, that's why they are focusing on development. Asian Development Bank the name is, not the Asian Growth Bank. And the president is Masatagu Asakawa. See, we have already covered ADB in more than every day. I believe we are covering it, because every day there is some news that ADB has given this much amount of money. So we can expect one or two questions very soon. Now we have Central Board of Direct Taxes released new guidelines for handling delayed tax refund claims. Delayed tax refund claims. So they have released this new guidelines. And CBDT is what? Central Board of Direct Taxation. Okay. So they address delays in submitting ITRs. ITRs is what? Income tax returns. Okay. So what is basically ITR? Let's say you are a working employee, you are a job professional, okay, and you are receiving a monthly salary of, let's say, 1 lakh rupees. Every month the company deduct TDS, tax deduction at source, 10% from your salary. and they will deposit those tax in the income tax department. But let's say you are a person who has deposited, who have invested some money in, let's say, PPF, in Sukanya Samriddhi account, or let's say in health insurance. So you would be getting some relief from this tax deduction under section 80C and 80D. So these are the two sections under which you can claim back your tax. So whatever, let's say 10,000 tax have been deducted every month, for the entire year it is 1,20,000. So from that, depending upon your investment, you can claim a good portion of those tax from the income tax. So this is known as income tax return. The tax is returning back to you. Okay. So if there is delay in submitting ITRs, just a minute, I believe there is a glitch. Just a minute, guys. Am I visible as of now? Oh, sorry. So there, I forgot to plug in the camera's wire. Okay. Chalo. Sorry for this interruption. Right. So if there is delay in submitting ITR that include claim for refunds or carrying forward losses of the income tax under Income Tax Act 1961, so they will address those claims, right? See, if you have filed that I have deposited this much amount of money in this thing, and there is a claim or there is a return of 40,000, and this will be provided by your CA. Okay, so 40,000 income tax is going to return all those money to back to your account. But if there is some kind of delay in those things, so they have released this guideline because people were facing these kind of delays, right? So suppression, the new guideline supersede any previous instructions, right? And CBDT has introduced a 3-tier system for processing application based on the claim amounts, right? One very important thing here is application must be filed within 5 years or from the end of the assessment year applicable for application submitted on 1st of October. So see, you don't have to remember the entire things. Just remember they have released new guidelines for tackling the delayed tax refund things. Okay, just remember this thing. They have created this 3-tier system. You don't have to read in much in depth. Just remember this thing. So next one is SEBI introduced a new regulation for InvITs and REITs. What are InvITs and what are REITs? Okay, so InvITs are basically infrastructure investment trusts. Okay, InvITs is infrastructure investment trust, and REITs, REIT is real estate investment trust. Okay, so they have introduced new regulation for InvITs and REITs to boost liquidity and ease business compliance. Okay, so basically, let's say if you are a person and you want to purchase a flat of, let's say, a builder known as who is a very Supertech. Okay, Supertech is a company whose sole purpose is develop flats, building, apartments, all those things, and you want to invest in that company. Okay, so this real estate investment trust will help you to take some shares of those company. Okay, or if you want to invest your money in those you want to be a part of those investments of those projects, you can take the help of REITs. Okay, similarly we have InvIT for infrastructure investment. All right, so what are the new regulation? So SEBI has amended the infrastructure investment trust and REIT regulation under its new power as per SEBI Act 1992. So what are the changes they have done? Reduce the trading lot size. So the trading lot size for privately placed InvITs have been reduced to 25 lakh rupees. Okay, so and what will it will help in to you? It will encourage investor participation and enhance liquidity. Okay, so the privately previously it was more than 25 lakhs. So now they have reduced the money, they have reduced the limit so that more people can invest in these kind of InvITs or REITs. All right, and what will happen if more people will bring money? There will be more liquidity. Simple. Is it clear? Yes, Shivam, as of now 8 a.m. is the class timing. Okay. So since they have reduced the limit, more people can engage, more people can invest in this thing, and it will increase the liquidity. All right. So it is a good thing. Now you can also invest in this InvITs. The next one is the distribution timeline. SEBI has set the timeline for distribution of unit holders by real estate investment trust and investment InvITs to 5 working days from the record date. All right. So they have to distribute. See, when you purchase, when you invest money, some units will be allocated to you, right? So it has been 5 working days from the record date. All right. Just remember this thing. So those units will be distributed to you within 5 working days once the order is placed. All right. So they have given this thing 5 and 25. You should remember. Is it clear, everyone? What is this? What they have done in this SEBI has changed. Is it clear, guys? Yes, no in the comment section so that I can know you have understood. So these are some financial and economic terms, okay? InvITs, REITs. So don't get afraid. These are nothing. Just once you remember, once you understand the meaning of these words, na, it will be very easy to understand the whole news. Okay? By name, see, what is this? Real Estate Investment Trust. Let's say it is an office and I am a normal public. I want to invest in some project of any real estate company. Let's say Supertech, XYZ, जो भी company है. Okay? And I want to invest, let's say, and previously, see, one flat is more than 25 lakhs in Delhi and Mumbai, if I am talking about, or let's say in Chennai. So they have reduced that amount to 25 lakh rupees. Now you can invest up to 25 lakh rupees in this trust. Okay, and they will allocate you the units. Similarly, let's just you take the equities in the share market. Similarly, they will allocate you this units within 5 working days. Okay, so this is the thing. And see, once the value of these investment projects will increase, you will get a benefit, you will get a profit. Okay, so but see, returns are not very much in these kind of things. If we compare it to equities and share market, the returns are not very high in this REITs or InvITs. But yes, it has a good and fixed return. So REITs are what? Real estate investment trust. It pool investors funds to invest in income generating real estate assets such as office building, malls, hotels, what I have told you. Okay, so let's say Radisson Group is coming, they are making a big hotel. If you want to invest in that hotel, you can apply through REIT. Okay, you can be a part of that project. So investor can buy units of REITs which are publicly traded like stocks. Is it clear now? Simple. So what are the returns? What are the profit you are getting? So REIT generate returns through rental income and capital appreciation of properties. So let's say if I build a hotel in 2024, obviously by 2015 2030 the prices will increase because the land pricing in this land price is increasing. Okay, so my return would be based on the appreciation of that asset. Is it clear? Chalo. So REITs are regulated by SEBI only. Clear? So just remember this thing. One thing is REIT must distribute 90% of their net income to unit holders. A very important thing. They have to distribute 90% of their income to the unit holders. So it is a very good thing. You can use this stuff. Similarly, infrastructure investment trust, it is like REIT only. Okay. So they pool funds from the people to infrastructure projects such as roads, power and transmission line. If you want to have a ownership of any transmission line, any road, you can use InvIT. Okay. So similar to REIT, investor can buy units of InvITs which are traded on stock exchange. InvIT provide returns through tolls, tariffs or user fee collected from these infrastructure assets. So let's say if you are using any road, any national highway, there is a toll booth. You have to pay the toll. So whatever the collection from that toll is would be given to the distributor, to the shareholder of InvIT. Is it clear now? Is it clear, guys? And it is also regulated by SEBI. Similarly, they are also going to distribute 90% of their holdings to the shareholders. Guys, yes or no? InvITs and REIT, is it clear? Chalo. Next is Satya Micro Capital secures 100,000 million from Mizuho Bank empowering women entrepreneurs. Alright. So Satya Micro Capital Limited, it is a Delhi based NBFC. Okay. NBFC MFI. MFI is what? Microfinance Institute, which provide small amount of loans. Okay. Right. So they have successfully raised 100 crore from Mizuho Bank Limited. Okay. It is a subsidiary of Mizuho Financial Group Japan. Right. So it is basically a Japanese bank, and they have raised 100 crore rupees from this bank. All right. And what is the purpose of this thing? To whom they are going to give the loans? To the women entrepreneurs. All right. So remember this thing. Is it clear? Guys, yes, no in the comment section. Don't sleep. Don't just watch. See, if you're not making short notes, if you're not sitting with pen and copy, this will be in your mind for, let's say, next 2 or 3 hours, then it will be gone. Tomorrow's current affairs will come. So how you're going to process it, how you're going to retain it for a longer time, you have to make short notes. Many students were like, sir, you would be sending the PDF, now I'll remember it from that only. A PDF every day consists of more than 6 to 10 pages. And if you are underlining it, by the end of a month, you would be having 1000 pages with you. So try to make short notes. Good. I like Nishi is saying yes, Akash is saying yes. I believe he's Ankush. So try to be a little bit active in the class. All right. Chalo. Next one is RBI Monetary Policy Meeting 2024. So recently there was this meeting of RBI, and our RBI Governor Shakti Kant Das has declared some new information. So let's see. Repo rate has remained unchanged and other key outcomes. So let's see one by one. Okay, what is the repo rate? What is repo rate? The rate at which central bank gives money to the scheduled commercial bank, okay, or the other banks. So the repo rate has remained unchanged. So it was 6.5%. Now you have to remember this thing because it is a very important thing. About Monetary Policy Committee, you should remember Monetary Policy Committee, it has 3 members from RBI. Okay, one is the governor of RBI, one is deputy governor, and other one is also from RBI. Then there are 3 other members who are from Government of India representative. Okay, so remember this thing. So there is a 6-member body. Clear? So this has marked the 10th consecutive time the rate was held steady. Okay, so for the 10th time they have kept the repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. This is showing that economy is stable. Okay, they are not increasing it and they are not decreasing it. Okay, so monetary policy stance, what is the stance of the monetary policy as of now? So they have told that they have shifted in stance from withdrawal of accommodation, okay, to a neutral position, offering flexibility in adjusting rates based on inflation, right? So they previously they were accommodative in nature, right? That let's say let's not increase very much, let's not decrease very much. Okay, they were accommodative in nature, but now they are moving to a neutral position. It means they can increase or decrease the repo rate as per the economy. If the inflation rate is high, they can decrease or they can increase, and if it is very low, they can increase to balance the entire Indian economy system. Okay, so now they are moving to a more neutral position. So the decision is to maintain the repo rate was supported by 5 out of 6 members. So it is a 6-member body. I've already told you, 3 members from RBI and 3 from Government of India. And who is the chairman of MPC? The governor of RBI. Alright, so let's see what are the other key things. Inflation projection. So for the Q3 of financial year 25, it is 4.8%. For financial year 25, it's 4.4%. 2% for the fourth quarter. And what is the target of Monetary Policy Committee? They have to keep the inflation rate between 2% to 6%. This is the target rate, and it is under this target only. Okay, the target is already matched. It is 4.8 and 4.2, between 2 to 4.6%. The retail inflation is 4.5%. Okay, and these are the general predictions, right? For quarter 1 financial year 26, it is 4.3%, right? So just remember, around 4.5% the target is. Now the GDP growth estimate, RBI maintained that the GDP growth estimate for FY25 is 7.2. Okay, for the financial year 25 is 7.2%. You should remember this thing. What is the RBI prediction? Okay, 7.2%. See, World Bank is somewhere near this 7.2 also. This Moody's, they've also near 7.2 also. RBI is also predicted 7.2. Okay. Now reverse repo rate 3.35%. This is all, see, reverse repo rate is always less than repo rate. Remember this thing, right? Then standing deposit facility is 6.25% and marginal standing facility is 6.75%. What have you written? Okay. Guys, have you understood this thing? All right. So these two are basically monetary policy tools, and it is used for maintaining liquidity. Okay, controlling the liquidity of RBI. Okay. Clear? And see, this MSF is used by basically banks to meet their short-term liquidity. Okay, so it is an overnight thing, right? Let's say if I'm a bank, I'm a scheduled commercial bank, I have, let's say, 1 crore less in my for me, and I want to give loans also to the people. Okay, so I will call RBI. Hey RBI, I need this 1 crore rupees, and I'll return you by tomorrow or day after. So it is an overnight thing. RBI will, under marginal standing facility, will provide this money to the bank in case of urgent requirement. All right, so this is the thing. And remember, it would be always higher than the repo rate because you are asking RBI in an urgent case, right? That's why it is more than the repo rate. Clear? And SDF is what? Let's say if I'm a bank, I have some extra cash with me, and I don't want to keep it to myself. I want to give it to RBI. Hey RBI, I have some extra money. Would you be able to keep it for me and just give me small interest rate on that? So that would be SDF. So to absorb excess liquidity from the banks, RBI uses this standing deposit facility, and the rate is less than the repo rate, right? Because you have excess, it is not urgency, but MSF is for urgency. So just remember, MSF rate is greater than SDF. Okay, is it clear, guys? What is SDF and MSF? Akash, is it clear? What is the difference between SDF? It is basically to maintain the liquidity in the banks. RBI uses these kind of tools, right? These are what? Repo rate, reverse repo, these are monetary policy tools, right? And these are the quantitative tools. Clear? They control the quantity of the money the bank have. Okay? Remember thing, M is greater than S. Remember this thing. Don't forget. Chalo. See, I would be bringing in short videos on these kind of financial terms because I believe that many of you are reading current affairs and all those things, but you are not aware with these kind of small words. Some students don't know what is repo rate, what is MSF, what is SDF, what is SLR, what is CRR, all those things. Okay, so I would be making short videos so that you can understand all these things. Now the next news was awards and recognition. So now the Nobel Prize has been awarded. So American biologist Victor Ambrose and Gary Rofcom has won Nobel Prize in Physiology for or Medicine for 2024. So these are one-liner kind of current affair. Remember the name Victor plus Gary equal to medicine. Okay, VGM. Remember this thing, VGM, Victor Gary Medicine. So by this you can remember. And for what purpose they have received this thing, this Nobel Prize? For the discovery of mRNA. Very important. Okay, for the discovery of mRNA they have been awarded. All right. So this award was announced by Royal Swedish Academy. They give this Nobel Prize every year. Okay, and awarding body was Nobel Assembly at Karolinska Institute, Stockholm. The Stockholm is in Sweden, right? So the capital of Sweden is Stockholm. So remember the Royal Swedish Academy, biology, mRNA to VGM. Okay, you can also remember like this, VGM and equals to mRNA or VG double M. Okay, VGM equal to M or VGM VG double M. Victor Gary Medicine mRNA. Okay, you won't be forgetting, because see, right now you would be getting in physics, chemistry, literature, so you have to make small short notes or mnemonics to remember this thing. Okay. Now, so about Nobel Prize, you should remember it is administered by Nobel Foundation and name is based on Alfred Nobel. Okay, so remember this thing, it is based on the fortune of Alfred Nobel. He was a Swedish inventor and an entrepreneur. Okay, since 1901 Nobel Prize has been given, 1901. All right, and which field they have been given to? Physics, chemistry, physiology, literature and peace. Clear? Economics they also give. So remember this thing. All right, and winner receives a medal, a personal diploma and a cash award also, right? So the cash award for 2024 is set for 11 million SEK. All right, so 11 million SEK is Swedish currency. Clear? So these are some static facts about the the Nobel Prize. Now the next one was for physics. So John Hopfield and Jeffrey E. Hinton, they have awarded the Nobel Prize in physics. Okay, so they have awarded for foundational discoveries and inventions in the development of artificial neural networks and advancing the field of machine learning. So for AI and machine learning they have been given the award, JGAI, you can remember like this. All right, John Jeffrey AI. All right, one very interesting thing is Jeffrey E. Hinton. Okay, you can remember like this also. So E here is the middle name of Jeffrey E. Hinton is, I believe it is Everest. Okay, I'm not very sure. What are you writing? What is the name? Jeffrey. Let me search. Jeffrey E. Hinton. Yes, the full name is Everest. And I have heard somewhere that his great grandfather was George Everest. Okay, George Everest. He was a British surveyor, George Everest. And the Mount Everest is named after George Everest only. Understood, guys? So, if my grandfather is George Everest, okay, the Mount Everest is based on his name, then see how much high expectation should be from me by the whole world. Because see, his grandfather has been, his name is George Everest, the Mount Everest has been named on his name, right? So his grandchildren, he should also do something good. So he has done already good. He has won the Nobel Prize in Physics. All right. So much high expectation from the society, and the person has won the Nobel Prize. Okay. So a good thing here is, so very well as people should know, has no regarding George Everest. Okay. And I have read it somewhere regarding this thing on some, I believe on LinkedIn or some newspaper I saw it is that Jeffrey Everest Hinton, his great grandfather was George Everest, right? So I thought that I should share this interesting fact with you. Did you like this fact? So he basically developed an associative memory model. See, you don't have to remember each and everything. Just remember they have one for this: artificial intelligence, artificial neural network, and machine learning. Okay. So remember the thing. So they laid the groundwork for modern machine learning. Okay. So all these AI, GPTs you are seeing, these are based on this only. All right, machine learning. So such as artificial intelligence and pattern recognition. So their work have been the foundation for this artificial intelligence and machine learning. Now we have the end of an era. Andres Iniesta announces retirement. So he's a football player. Okay, he's a Spanish football player. All right, Andres Iniesta, and he has retired. Clear. So he has given 22 years in the football, and he is represented Spanish national team and Barcelona football club. Clear. One of the top football club in the world. So just remember, this is a one-liner current affairs. All right. Name of the team, Spain. He is from Spanish national team, and which football club? Barcelona. He is a good friend of Lionel Messi. Now let's see the questions of the day. Okay. So which of the following statement is or are correct regarding Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank? AIIB was founded on 16 January 2016 with headquarters in Beijing. AIIB has 109 members. Founding members were China, India, and USA. AIIB focus on financing infrastructure projects. And the fourth statement is the initial capital of AIIB was set at 50 billion. So is it 50 billion? What do you think? A, B, C, D. What is the correct answer? So the correct answer is A, B, C, D. Write in the comment section. A. All right. 1 and 3. Clear? Is it clear, everyone? All right. Chalo. Next one is, which of the following statements are correct regarding the Nobel Physics Prize awarded to J. G. Right? So John Hopkins and Jeffrey Everest Hinton. Okay, so they have created a model for storing and reconstituting patterns in data. Jeffrey Hinton is known for his work in developing traditional algorithm for data processing. Both contributed to the development of artificial neural networks. So only one, only two, both 1 and 2, or all of the above. Oh, sorry, just correct it. It is none of the above. None of the above. All right. So make slight corrections. So A, B, C, D. Correct answer is, guys, 1 and 1 and 3. Okay. So here, see, remember one thing here, all of the above is there. Okay, I thought only 2 options are there. Okay, so there are 3 options, so all of the above. So the correct answer is 1 and 3. Right, second statement is wrong. Clear? Okay, D only 3. There is no option called D, only 3. Right, this was correct, na? Reconstructing patterns in data, artificial neural, 1 and 3 are already correct. 3, see, 3 you can directly see that this is correct. They laid the foundation for artificial neural network. So 3 is given in this. So this is gone, this is gone. These two options are left. All right. So the correct answer is C. All right, 1 and 3. Clear? Next we have, which of the following statement is all correct about 2024 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine? Victor Ambrose and Gary Bruce Rubicon won the prize for their work in microRNA. So we have remembered VGMM. Victor, Gary, Medicine, mRNA. So first one is correct. Prize was announced on 7th October. The award was given by Nobel Assembly at Harvard University. This is wrong, na? So the correct answer is what? 1 and 2 only. Okay. C, only 1 and 2. Third statement is wrong. It is not at Harvard University. Okay, it is in Sweden. Clear? So 1 is correct and second is correct. Guys, be quick. Why are you not answering? We have already seen this kind of news. Now, okay, you must have, it might be seeming a little bit difficult because it is a statement based question, but try to solve it. Why I'm giving you statement based na? Because after solving statement based, the single choice becomes very easy. All right. So about ADB for Himachal Pradesh. So it has given 162 million million loan for sustainable tourist development. Yes, this was correct. The project focuses solely on improving agricultural practices region. No, we have seen that heritage, tourist spots, there are many other things. So second statement is wrong. So all of the above cannot be there. This cannot be there. You are left with 1 and 3. So let's read the last statement. It aims to enhance district level tourist development and tourist sites. So the correct answer here is C. Exactly. Chalo. Now, how much funding did Satya Micro Capital secured from Mizuho Bank? So it is a very easy question. What is the amount? 100 crore rupees. So 1000 million rupees. Okay, 100 crore or 1000 million, whatever you want to say. So these are some direct question. Now your homework question. The RBI recently Monetary Policy Committee meeting was there and the new monetary policy was announced. So RBI kept repo rate unchanged at 6.5%, marking it the 10th consecutive time. Yes, correct. MPC changes its stance to withdrawal of accommodation. Change from withdrawal of accommodation to neutral position. Okay, neutral position. Clear? The decision to maintain repo rate was supported by 5 out of 6 MPC member. Yes. Estimated growth 7.2. So what is the correct answer? 1, 3 and 4. Okay. 1, 3 and 4. Second statement is wrong. They have withdrawal of accommodation to neutral position. They have make their stance. Now all of the above can't be in the Nishi. The second statement, they have changed from withdrawal accommodation to neutral position. Alright. So this is your correct answer. Alright. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you have understood each and everything. So try to remember all those things. Try to make short notes. Okay. If you have any question, do connect with me. And those who are new to this video, join the Telegram group GA by Yash sir. Okay. Alright. So remember this thing. One thing you can also join is this banking super elite plan of ours. Okay. So using this banking super elite plan, you would be able to access all the banking exams, mock tests, videos, right? Personal guidance program, all the notes PDF you would be having through this banking super elite program. All right. So you can go and join this thing. So these are the certain features for this. More than 3000 live classes, 2000 mock tests, all the class PDFs you can download it. So this is a very good plan if you are preparing for this banking exam. All right. Just using this particular plan, you have the access for all the exams, right? So you can use this. Any other question? Telegram link. So Telegram link, okay, I'll share it. Just give me a minute. By name it is not coming, kya? I'll mention in the comment section. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so I've given it. You can check. Is it coming, Akash? I've just shared. Here I am sharing, I am pasting it, but it is not coming. Why it is? Chalo Akash, guys, if you can help Akash to join this group, you can just give me a minute. Let me use this phone only. Is it coming now? Akash, can you see? All right. Chalo then, I'll see you in the next video. All right. Arey, why no? I've just shared it. It is showing in the live chat. Chalo, guys, please help Akash. Otherwise, Akash, do one thing. You can note my number. Okay. My contact number is 964-344-3102. Okay, 964-344-3102. You can message me and I'll share you the link. Okay. Chalo guys, I'll wrap up the session now, and till then, have a great day. Enjoy, study hard, take care of yourself, eat healthy food, sleep well, and study again. I'll see you tomorrow in the same session. All right. Till then, have a great day and Jai Hind.